Today's virtual graduation is brought to you in part by Copper Mountain College. Take the next step in your education with CMC. Fall enrollment is open now. Also, MojaveWiFi.com, because internet access is now the most essential than ever. Joshua Basin Water District, safe and reliable water now and into the future. Today's ceremony and pre-celebration starts now with Gary Denyo.
Why, thank you, Sparky, and good afternoon, Morongo Basin. Are we ready to make some history? Because that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just doing a little warm-up now, but starting this evening at 6 o'clock, we'll be doing the actual official roll call where all the kids will be recognized, and we'll see pictures and hear a little bit from them. Our little pre-party here, we're going to play a little music, talk a little to some of the kids, talk a little bit about this year. I have with me the salutatorian. Is that pronounced right, Nick?
I believe it's salutatorian.
Salutatorian, okay. The salutatorian, Nick Council from Twentynine Palms High School. Nick, welcome.
Well, thank you for having me, Gary. I really do appreciate it.
Well, delighted to have you. This is kind of exciting for you. Now, who knew at the beginning of the year that basically there would be no end of the year? This is just a very, very strange situation, but I have to say, you kids are doing well. You're flowing with it. You're rolling with it. I mean, first you lost your spring sports. Then you heard you weren't going to graduate. Then they did this whole thing about learning from home, which was a little strange. Now, as a senior, you kind of thought, I got this, but did you do some of the home learning?
I actually did a decent amount of home learning.
Now, exactly how did that work for us who weren't behind a computer screen, aren't trying to get our grades up to graduate?
So, in the way that Twentynine did it was definitely different from other districts. I definitely know from the East Coast compared to the West Coast, there were different things. The way that Twentynine did it specifically was, I believe back in March, there was basically a 2-week period of where we didn't really have any work to do whatsoever, and it was just sort of, you're under the school's control, and your teachers just have to wait for a little bit.
Because they were trying to figure it out.
They were just trying to get their footing and everything else.
Yeah.
And it was definitely just sort of a change of life entirely. And right after that, after they finally allowed teachers to start communicating with kids, the workload was sort of pretty heavy, I would say.
So you were working, full time from home with assignments?
With 4 AP classes, I was front loaded with a decent amount of work. And looking back at it, I am very fortunate to have those teachers, and I'm so glad they put the time and effort in to something they could have just assigned online.
Now, Nick Council, how do you earn the title salutatorian?
Personally, for me, it was definitely, you sort of go through hardships and everything else. I don't want to say I definitely went through those, because I definitely feel like, especially valedictorian, Tristan Babers put in a lot more effort than I did.
And we're going to be talking to Tristan later on, I think, so yeah.
Yeah. I put in a little bit of effort. I try to do, I try not to get stressed mainly. I don't like doing anything sort of at home if I can help it. I definitely try to, I definitely try to do.
Sounds like every teenager in the world. I try not to do much at home if I can help it. So.
Oh, 100%. I tried to not overwhelm myself and overstress myself, especially with more classes and everything else being more academic vigor. I just try to not get overwhelmed personally, and that helps a lot with me. And some other people definitely study very, very hard.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being a salutatorian, my friend. You're to be honored for that. That means that you did a lot of work and you're being recognized for it, so that's great. So I'm going to come back to you in a little bit. We're going to play a little music here a little bit, Nick, but I want to find out a little bit about you and what's going on at Twentynine Palms High School. So right now we have a little music for you as we start our pregame show here on Z1077 for the virtual graduation for Twentynine Palms High School. Here's leave my mic hot until it starts. Yeah, because I like to transition with the intro. So what I'm going to do, because I've got a screen here. That's why it's there. I do this in one. So I see what's coming up and how much intro. I'm going to give you a this to start the music. Okay. so you'll know.
Can see just a little bit of
And
it in the
I'm
corner.
throwing in some of these,
Yeah, no problem.
29 Palms things.
Yeah, do it.
So, good job.
So, thank you. So we'll give a couple songs a little bit of a stretch. So basically we'll come in where you have stops. We'll be fine.
Okay. Thanks, Gary.
Okay. You comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah, just have fun, be yourself. Just totally unconscious. Is that on? Hi, everybody. That's Nick.
Let him introduce the song.
That's Sparky.
Hi, Sparky.
Hello.
And I'm Gary. What is he?
Introduce the next song.
So he can't see what it is. I'll do that. She wants you to have her introduce the next song.
Oh, did you?
You gonna seg right into it?
I was going to, but I don't.
Okay, that's fine. Just seg into it. I'm gonna point at you. You got 8 seconds to introduce Avicii, Wake Me Up, on Z1077.
Avicii, Wake Me Up.
Uh-huh. I'll give you a hand cue. Just go ahead and say.
So basically now playing Avicii, Wake Me Up on
Yeah, you'll hear
Z107.
the intro. Through your headphones, so you'll hear the intro in time. So you've got 8 seconds. This is a long time in radio. Get into this sweater, take a chicken dinner, all of that in 8 seconds.
Actually, true.
Well, I mean, depending on what you count as a chicken dinner. I mean, you can technically just burn the outside scorch, but if you want it done, it's a 9 second.
So welcome to our studio. This is how we do stuff here. So. Right now they're getting audio on Facebook Live, but not necessarily in the area, but they're hearing that.
It's Avicii.
Avicii.
I spelled it phonetically for you.
Avicii.
Avicii. What is this, French? Or is it like Italian?
Italian.
Actually, French is Avicii. Italian is Avicii. No, just say. Let him sing. I'm gonna cue him. Okay? You ready?
No, it's got 3 seconds.
No, no, let him take it. Let him take it from the wind down.
Stand by. Just like that.
Now playing Avicii, Wake Me Up on Z1077.
Perfect! Then after this song, we'll do another segment. Bring it in.
There's a the tap. The sounder. Where's the sounder?
Oh,
Sit down. Take the pick out.
I forgot you were a Raiders fan.
how could you forget around here?
Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
Doesn't feel right.
Vegas Raiders. Like it. If you've never seen our studio before, during the morning show, this is where I sit. And that's where Jessica Jean sits. And Jessica Jean is far better looking than Sparky.
I thought you were going to say you.
Me too.
Almost everybody. Yeah.
How many people are watching? Oh, gosh. Stop that. There's so many people. Check how many people are viewing. Nobody's on there.
You got that island girl over there. So you're gonna play the intro and I'll come out of that.
Yeah.
I think Brad,
I can drop it in if you want. This? Actually, this has a sort of a sounder at the tag on it.
let's take it after.
Jessica said, "Aw, thanks, Gare."
It's true, Jessica. These theater people on the camera, they just go crazy.
Unlike radio where
Little room, no one can see you. Especially during the pandemic, no one was desperate.
I get used to dressing up my own child, but you never knew who was going to walk in. 1 minute. Oh!
Sebastian said you're doing great, Nick.
How many people are watching? Stand by.
31 right now.
Yeah, the sounder. Wait a second.
Z1077 celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
My name is David Horval. I would like to thank my family, my friends, my tennis team, and my teachers for helping me throughout high school. My best times at high school
about 10 seconds?
were with the Japan Club and the trips we took to Little Tokyo. So many fun times.
Your community radio station, Z1077.
Well, you know, I've been in the community a long time. Dave Horrible's grandfather was a very good friend of mine. So amazing. Nick Council, Salutatorian. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Now, you grew up in 29 Palms?
Yes, I have. I've spent my almost 18 years growing up in 29. I love this community so much.
And where are you going off to school?
Well, it was going to be UC Riverside. However, plans have changed, and I don't want to really pay $10,000 for online classes, so I'm probably going to go to Copper Mountain.
That's a good decision. Copper Mountain College does a great job. Get your prerequisites, get it going, then you go off to the big school. It's time to get into the meat of things. And what are you going to be studying?
Chemical engineering, we'll see. Depending on how everything works, maybe aerospace.
And what do you want as an eventual career? Like chemical engineering and aerospace? Does that mean a job working for maybe SpaceX or even NASA?
Sure. I really don't know. I just know it's a general path that I want to take.
See what the opportunities are?
We'll see where it goes.
Okay. Now, as you go out into the world, Nick Council, what will be your memories of 29 Palms? What is something that really stands out that happened to you during your high school years that you'll always have with you?
Now, just in general for 29, something that really is personally near and dear to me is always 4th of July at the park. I always love seeing the community and volunteering during 4th of July itself, and just being around others who appreciate this town for what it is.
And you know, the 4th of July tradition in 29 Palms is great. I remember when my kids were little, I remember getting a bucket of chicken and going to Lucky Park, spreading on my blanket. The kids were playing. We had a little watermelon, a little music playing, and then the fireworks started. So that's a great memory to take with you. You know, it's the one thing you can't take away when you grow up in a small town is that feeling of togetherness, that feeling of belonging. And that's what's wonderful about this event. When Z1077 heard that they weren't going to be able to have a graduation because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we understand that school has to do what they have to do to keep the kids safe. That's got to be number one. So there people were asking about what can we do. So our own Jessica Jean came up with this idea to do this, and look, we're doing it. So Nick Council, glad we had you on here. We'll probably be hearing from you a little bit later on. We appreciate you being our first guest DJ of the day.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right, let's do some more music. Next up, go ahead and introduce the next song. Nick, now that you're a professional guest DJ.
All right, next up, Pink with Walk With Me Home here on Z1077.
Excellent.
Should I wipe it down?
If you want to, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Just lightly across the mic. And do the ears anyway, even though that's not a spot where you catch COVID from. I guess I know where I rate now.
Shift change. Saves me from doing it.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. This is Jenna and Tegan.
Jenna?
Yes.
Tegan.
Tegan's gonna sit
Gary.
here. Nice to meet you.
I think I've seen you at a Rotary Club meeting or something like that. Yeah.
Were either one of you Rotary students?
Wildcat Week.
Katie
Maybe it was
Steffens.
Katie, yeah.
Katie Steffens, yeah. Looks like Nick's got it all cleaned up for you, so thanks. Got Tegan here and Jenna here, and you can put the headphones on.
Get comfy. I want you to kind of lean forward a little
Sounded
bit.
good.
Where's your best trash coming? And if I look at you and go like this, and I get closer to the mic. And the reason we're having you lean forward is for more protection. Okay, I want to make sure that everybody stays healthy and happy. Just relax, be yourself, just get a conversation, just have fun. You earned this. Nothing's important today. Okay?
Can you put these on?
Yes.
Oh.
Can you hear? Can you ladies hear okay? Can you hear okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So that you can hear music, you'll be able to hear Kim when he talks to you. Okay? And you want to choke up on the mic. The nature of it. There you go.
Let's do another song. Yeah. Let's just say right at the toast me. We'll play another song.
Do you want to do, Gary, do you want to do any sponsor concerts at all? Or do you want to take care of it? Or do you want to go down?
You did the first one?
I did this one to get take us in. I did doing these drinks.
I'm sorry. Oh, so you did the first one?
Yeah, I did actually do the last one.
Okay, so you need to do the first one. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll open this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. See, down here, I've got City 20 pounds and Big O.
Yeah, there was those two. So I mean, they're all, I guess, they did all three packages, and then we did this one. So either one. All right, we're gonna do this one. Fine. In fact, you might want to do this one because I only was able to use that one once.
Mine did this one on purpose.
It wasn't scheduled in the schedule. Yeah, right, Ladies, when I say stand by, that means one of these mics is going to go on. If you see either of these three lights on, red, that means one of the mics is hot.
There's a hot mic in the room.
Okay. So, just make sure that you're not starting cussing up a storm.
Don't start talking about those terrible boys. Hey, Gabe. Quentin was just here. Quentin. Yeah. Gabe's a friend of my grandson.
Oh, okay.
Kentucky on a volleyball scholarship.
Oh wow.
Thomas More University.
All right.
4-year scholarship.
Nice.
Throw in those sounder here. Right here. This has just some common circumstance bed, so when you read this, it'll be underneath it. And let me know if I can still do social
All right. You want tattoos like Post Malone?
One that says, I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah. I think I could do face tattoos. What do you think? Yeah, yeah.
Instead of I'm tired, you would think, I'm interested.
Nothing says love like barbed wire in your forehead.
That's that. Okay, you guys want to find your headphones? We're doing 30 seconds of this song, and then there's a sounder from one of your high school students, and then we'll into here. Stand by.
Oh, yeah.
Stand by 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Z1077 celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
Hi, this is Brett saying thank you to all of his friends and the staff at 29 Palms High School. Bye.
Bye. Your community radio station, Z1077.
Stand by.
And
Do not
today,
follow
we
the
salute.
path. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson, class of 2020, the MBTA congratulates you on blazing a trail this year for a one-of-a-kind historic graduation. It may not be what you planned, but it certainly is historic. From everyone at the MBTA, hats off to the class of 2020.
Z1077 celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
And today we salute 29 Palms High School with a virtual graduation ceremony that started. Right now we're getting a warm up to the big celebration, the big roll call that starts at 6 o'clock. Right now you can watch our live stream on our Facebook page and tune in to Z1077. We're just getting ready to warm it up, but we've got a couple more students visiting us in our studio. Tegan Thompson and Jenna Collins. And Tegan and Jenna, welcome to the Z1077 studios. Hi. Okay. Is this your first time on the radio?
Yeah.
It's fun. Just think of it as an extended
No, it's okay.
conversation on your cell phone.
We're doing
not
a
problem.
graduation.
Tegan, tell us a little about yourself now. How long have you lived in 29 Palms?
My entire life.
You're a native girl.
I am.
All right. And what was your best memories about school? Were you active in any clubs? Did you do any cool stuff? Athletics?
Yeah, I was in a lot of sports. I did cheer and soccer and swim. I have really great memories from those. And I was always in a bunch of clubs.
Yeah. So tell us some of the clubs you were in.
I did Interact for a year, and I was in ASB all 4 years.
We started 6.
Wonderful. And how long were you on the cheer squad?
All 4 years.
All 4 years. Okay, so you were there. See, 3 bells.
Yes.
You got to do 3 bells,
Yes.
right? Yeah, that must have been a lot of fun.
Yes, it was very much
And
fun.
by the way, I'm one of those people who think that cheerleaders are athletes. So I know there's a lot of work and a lot of practice that go into those routines. So
Thank you very much.
now, where are you going from here? What are you picked? Have you picked a college yet?
Yes, I'm going to Cal State Fullerton.
Cal State is a great school, as a matter of fact. Now, Cal State Fullerton, what is going to be your area of study?
Speech pathology.
Speak pathology. You can talk to some of the disc jockeys around here.
Yeah.
Some of us could use a little speech pathology. Jenna Collins, welcome to Z1077. Are you excited to be here?
Yeah.
Go woohoo! Okay, come on, woohoo! There we go. We got Jenna waking up now. Jenna, how long have you been in 29?
I've been here for about 2 years.
Okay, where'd you come from?
Okinawa, Japan.
Okinawa, Japan to 29 Palms. Boy, there's a little bit of a change in life.
For sure.
Yeah. And what's your favorite thing about 29 Palms?
I think I just really love the people. Everyone here is so
that's wonderful, okay. And where are you planning on going off to school, Jenna?
I'm going to the University of Michigan next year.
All the way back to Michigan, okay.
Yes.
And what will be your course of study?
Right now I'm in the comprehensive studies program, which basically means I don't have a major, but I'm planning on majoring in biology.
Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. You know, you go to school and see what grabs you, and then find out what you need to take where you want to go. Now, what part of biology? Are you looking at getting into a medicine field, or research, or marine biology, or arthropods? It's the biggest word I know, by the way.
I'll probably do something with medicine there. I mean, I have like 8 years to figure it out, so.
Well, that's great. Well, that's exciting. Well, thank you for being part of this. Now, what did you think, Tegan, when you first heard virtual graduation? Or?
Oh, I was so sad that we couldn't do it in
Yeah, it is sad.
person.
Yeah.
But it was a good option.
Yeah. Well, you know, here's that. You're going to be doing your graduation different than anybody else ever has in the history of Twentynine Palms High School. You are making history. Fun, huh? And Jenna, what about you? What was your reaction when you heard virtual graduation?
Well, I mean, I was obviously sad. I mean, we worked for 12 years to
Yeah.
hard, look forward to walking across that stage. But it was better than nothing, of course, and it was a really nice gesture by everyone here.
And I like the drive-up thing they did. That was very cool. I watched some of that on Facebook.
It was actually very special, and it was a really great way to go out.
And we're using some elements from that for this presentation, so that's great too. So that's great. Okay, well, we're going to talk to Tegan and Jenna. I put you two together in a little bit. Right now, we've got some more music by my personal friend, Katy Perry. Here she is. Okay, Carrie's in here somewhere. Here, Katy. There she is.
How about that guy?
Kelly Thompson says hi.
Took all the pluses out, so
Who does?
Kelly Thompson
To me.
to Tegan and Jenna.
T. Comfy? See, that wasn't hard. Yeah, I've been used to work with headphones. What is that? We'll do the same thing. Do two songs.
the sun is the sound. I took all the pluses out, so I don't have it.
Right now, 28. 29, 30.
If I wait, we get two more.
30.
Are you gonna look at yourself right now on Facebook Live? Morongo Bacon Butter. There it is. There we are. Jenna, your family military?
Yes, my
You
dad.
said okay. That's the great thing about Twentynine Palms is they're used to the transition here. So everybody's very welcoming. There's no usually you have that long lag time before you get to meet people, but not so much here. I taught at Twentynine Palms High School for 6 years.
Oh, really?
Room 112. I taught broadcasting and multi-track video. Well, I had to retire. I taught for 27 years. That was enough time. You can sing along. We can open the mic. We can karaoke.
Without the words and without the video. You can do that.
Tegan, you probably have very strong, healthy teeth. That's the mark of a native 29 Pomeranian. Jen, I don't know if you know, the 29 Poms has high fluoride natural in the water. So the kids who are native to here have very strong teeth. Yeah, they go off into the world. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
And if you, some of the kids have modeling, mottled, slightly discolored. It's the fluoride.
All that research has been the last few months, and it's thinking that was came across that one.
Yeah. 29 Poms with a fluoride removal plant now.
Take it out.
Way too much. That's why the kids who grow up here have the mottled teeth because they're way too much. Now they've got the level down.
Probably the only place in the world that is taking work now.
Natural fluoride is on the ground. Now you learn something. All the time. More on the valley. You're wrong. More on the valley. Yeah. The pioneers found arsenic.
Never do that.
Anything else you want to know?
You know about Josh?
No.
No, there it is. That makes total sense.
Okay.
Very good.
So you're gonna do another, and I'll come out of that. Okay. You want me to read one of the billboards?
We just hit at the top.
Okay.
No, I don't have to do that.
Deborah Buston says hi, Tegan.
Pull your mic up a bit. Actually, just down. There we go, like that. And now you can just bark into that. I was thinking, why am I getting so? You were very low, and I couldn't figure out why. It's because your mic was down. Stand by 40 seconds.
Z1077 celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
Hi everyone, it's Katie. Although our senior year was steered a different direction, I'm very thankful for all the support from my family, classmates, teachers, faculty, coaches, and teammates. I want to wish all my fellow Wildcats much success and happiness in the next chapter of their lives. Hashtag Senior Strong 2020. May the rest of our lives be the best of our lives.
Community radio station, Z1077.
And we are back live with our graduation pre-celebration party and countdown here on Z1077. I'm Gary Dino, and we have future speech pathologist and future biologist Tegan Thompson and Jenna Collins here in studio. Well, this being our guest DJs. Now, Tegan, how did you get selected as a guest DJ? Did you like to draw a straw, or did you bid? To what do we owe the great honor of having Tegan Thompson with us this morning?
Mr. Berge gave us a call and asked if we would like to join in, and I was like, okay.
All right, and Jenna?
Yeah, Mr. Berge gave me a call as well and asked if I would participate.
So you got drafted by Berge?
Yes.
All right, well, there's worse things that could happen with it. Now, Tegan, this is interesting because you're native. Jenna, you're here through the military. So you both came from different spots. So I'm going to ask you both the same question. As you go off to college, you're going to be a graduate here, an official graduate here in just a few minutes. What's the memory, Tegan, that you will take with you of 29 Palms?
Oh goodness, there's so many.
Something that just sticks in your mind as being that's very special about 29 Palms.
Okay, I remember my freshman year, our basketball team won our CIF championship, and that was a really special moment because it was in honor of your LU League, and that was very close to our hearts.
That's great. Well, and that's a good memory to have, okay? Jenna, again, different for you, because I imagine you basically done all over the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But 29 Palms is unique, and what will you take away from it?
I think honestly, just all together, not even just one specific time, just all of the football games, basketball games. So it was always just so fun to be like in the same place with the rest of my school and get to cheer on our teams. And
Good high school experience?
Yeah, yeah. And
You know,
like I love cheering, and so it's always gonna be something I hold close to my heart, and so it's always gonna be my favorite thing about here.
People who are new to the community, people who don't know anything about 29 Palms, always go, oh, 29 Palms, that's the end of the world. I said, well, it's not the end of the world, but you can see it from there. But I always tell them that 29 Palms is kind of like the desert floors. You look at it and you see the sand and dirt. But if you scratch right underneath that surface, there's a whole bunch of really cool things going on. And again, I've lived here for 41 years in 29 Palms, and I have some great memories. But what a great place to grow up in. What a great place to go to high school in. There's nothing, you don't have the big city thing. You got the big skies, you get sunsets, you got the Joshua Tree National Park, just wonderful thing. So when do you leave for school, Tegan?
I'm not sure right now. As of right now, our classes are online.
It's all, so your classes from Cal State Fullerton online you'll be able to do from here.
Mm-hmm.
And Jenna?
Well, I'm actually moving to Virginia with my family. Not this next Monday, but the Monday after that.
Oh, so you're out of here pretty quick.
Yeah,
Okay.
sadly. I'm really sad about that one. But I'm gonna go probably to Michigan end of August.
So you make your radio debut and then you're out of here.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's great.
possible way to go out.
All right. Well, this is our pre-party, and it goes until 6 o'clock. So we got some more music coming up, some other stuff too. Sparky Figueroa is our engineer, and he's writing down what he wants me to say, which is no for them. Okay, give it to them. Yeah,
Well,
sure.
that's
Let
right,
them introduce
right.
the next. Let them introduce the next song. Here we go.
Next up, we have Alessa with Midnight on Z1077.
Dang, that was good. Dang.
Perfect.
Good. We doing good?
Yeah. Doing real good.
Excellent. Another thing about 29 Palms High School that you'll never find anywhere else is the wonderful diversity. You got the Pacific Island kids, you got black kids, the Hispanic kids. Everybody works together. Nobody, it's a wonderful diversity. iFest was my favorite event, International Fest. They did the different dances and they told you about their culture. That's a wonderful thing about 29 Palms. It's very unusual. It's because of the Marine Day. We have so many different diverse people who are down around the corner.
Tina is the AS City president.
Okay.
And she didn't say that was one of the reasons she was here.
Well, I will do that.
And you might want to remind people to listen to the audio on the radio, because the audio on the radio is perfect.
Yeah.
But the audio on the Facebook Live isn't as good.
Because it's,
Yeah.
I'll mention it. I actually did. Yeah, I'll do it again. Is this okay, the tone all right?
Yeah.
This is our director. Okay. Also quiet. You don't tell her that. I was introduced her as my ex-girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
Not your first one? Sometimes my first one. I like it. This is my ex-girlfriend, Cindy. I'll take you right up into the, I'll talk you up into the legal ID. Well, I'll talk to you 15 seconds, exactly 15 seconds up, I'll do you that. Okay? So I'll take it out. So make me hot at 10. That means in like 10 seconds less, make the mic hot. In the song. Okay?
The next song, not this song. Or, you want to do it after this song?
What?
You want to do it after this song or the next song?
I don't think you get time for another song. So we'll do all this one.
I already figured it out. Okay, so there's a summer. He's like, it's still free. I'm going to forget.
C1077 celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I know it wasn't the year that we all expected with everything going on, but you guys did it. You're graduating. Congratulations to all of you. And a special shout out to my son, John Coronado. We're so very proud of you. We love you, and we know you're going to do great things.
Community radio station, C1077.
And we've got a pre-celebration party going on for our virtual graduation. That's right. Now, Tegan Thompson, you held out on me. You didn't tell me you were the ASB president. You said you're here today because Mr. Berge called you. Okay, but Mr. Berge called you for a reason. Okay, well, tell me some of the things you've done as ASB president.
Well, I hold all the ASB meetings in the office. I guess all the assemblies, I talked about the assemblies.
That's good. We got a little leadership training on that.
Yeah.
And Jenna, what are you holding back on?
I was the ASB secretary.
And also, you're an ASB officer also, which is why Mr. Berge gave you that call. So, well, we're delightful to have you here. So, when you first heard that the pandemic was going to interrupt graduation, a little disappointment.
A lot.
But we're making it fun, and again, you can go away thinking that you're making history. Do you want to remind folks that the best way to experience this is watch Facebook, and then turn on the radio in order to get the audio. The sound is obviously better on the radio because we get the music going and the microphones and all that. So Tegan and Jenna, thank you so much for coming in. I'm sure we'll be seeing you a bit later on as we get ready for all the fun stuff. But we're delighted to have you here. You're very, very welcome. Now you can say you've done live radio, okay, and you've done a virtual graduation. So you set history twice, okay? So that's great. All right, you are listening to a pre-celebration party and countdown here on Z1077.
Is it on the wall or is it on the?
I see the actual time.
Yeah.
So you just know that how the hours be.
Yeah.
You have to be off.
Nice for excellence by the Radio Television News Association. C1077.
You're good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Next victim.
C1077
Next victim.
29 Palms High School graduates.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
That wasn't so bad.
No.
No wounds, no bleeding. It's okay. And we're gonna do national and then local, right?
Oh, we didn't do what the news yesterday.
So we're not gonna do we're not gonna do a newscast.
Right,
Okay.
right.
All right.
I can throw yours in if you want.
No.
So what it is, I put another song.
Come on in and help.
Yeah.
He's our official wiper.
Oh, I'm not going there.
No, you better not. This
Want
is
to follow
live.
me into the bathroom?
This is live.
Nick? I'll be
This
done
is
when-
live.
Oh, it is. Okay, never mind.
Would you like him to sit here or here?
That one. It's better eye shot for me.
And can you hand me the calendar? I have an anniversary for tomorrow.
What you got, girl?
High-tech system here.
Gabe, have a seat. We want you to check your earphones. And now what I want you to do is sit in that cool, but I need you to lean forward a little bit. Okay? I want you to lean into that microphone. The microphone is your friend. Okay? Good. If I look at you and go like this, I'm trying to get closer to the mic.
Closer?
Yeah. If I look at you and do that, you should be fine. So, okay, and just relax, be yourself, have some fun. Okay, we're not gonna do anything crazy on you. What?
Is there anything else you want wiped down? I'm not cleaning your bed.
No, I'm good, thanks.
lights.
Oh.
This is Sparky.
Hey, Gabe.
Gabe.
You put on your earbuds or something so you can hear something? When you speak, when Gary speaks, you'll be able to hear him in your headphones, right? One more thing, Gabe. You see these three lights go on? I'll give you a warning, but that means that one of the mics is hot. Okay? So don't cough. Right. That's in order.
When mask fell off, right, so it's getting messed.
Okay, so we're skipping. You want me to do a billboard? Are you gonna do a billboard? Do you want me to do it?
I have a jingle or something. Yeah.
He was talking to me during that too, and I was like,
After, do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, then we do it.
He was like, no, 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 I was just shaking my head, yes.
You said you did three?
I did three. So you do one or two, right? We're going to do a song, going to one more song. Now.
Exactly.
And the jingle, then.
You're gonna do another song right out of this?
Oh, all right.
Yeah, fine. We're good.
There's going to be two songs in here. Yeah.
He told me this. Yeah, he was up last week. First time I seen him in 3 months because of the pandemic. He got a volleyball scholarship.
That's what he told me. First year playing and with the scholarship.
He was an MVP for CIF for his division.
That's cool.
First year.
Look at them having a I know.
Projected to win league
He was talking to me
MVP.
about my speech for today.
No way.
Yeah. He's like, so how's your speech?
That's what Cody wanted to do. At Joshua Springs.
That's really cute. Yeah, but honestly, I was so glad that we got
Okay, when you go to talk, go make sure you're shut up on the mic.
they didn't even have anything that like their graduation was to go pick up your cap and gown, and they had like this they had really
Deborah, Katie, Kelly, and Victoria say hi, Gabe. Or, yeah, hi, Gabe.
Are you getting live messages on your Facebook?
Yeah.
You see these fancy new phones? The deluxe itsy witsy dipsy phones. With 17 cameras. 4 trillion gig of memory.
$1,200.
It's 11S Pro, that's what she got.
$1,200.
I wasn't looking.
What?
I wasn't looking at the price.
No, that's good. So that's what to do it.
You're gonna do a promo? Yeah, jingle, promo.
Then I'll do a billboard, then we'll start. And when you're going to the promo, you're going, you're just going to go play underneath. This is the intro promo. It says common circumstance. So you didn't get any rest. I guess you didn't get any rest. Because your house was all being torn up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're watching a behind-the-scenes watch party on Z1077 FM. Tonight's virtual graduation will start at 6 p.m. Guest DJs will be on until then. Up next, Gabe Viescas.
I am dying to try.
Make this outside in the garage.
Emma and Sky say, "What's up, Gabe?"
Who?
Emma and Sky.
Okay.
Z1077 celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
And today's virtual graduation, brought to you in part by Copper Mountain College, takes the next step in your education with CMC. Fall enrollment is now open. MojaveWiFi.com, because internet access is more essential now than ever. And Joshua Basin Water District, safe, reliable water now and into the future. And welcome to today's pre-celebration. I'm Gary Vigneault, and our guest DJ in studio is Gabe Viescas. And Gabe, welcome to Z1077. Happy to have you here. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Now tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in 29 Palms?
Well, I lived in Twentynine Palms my whole life.
So you're a native.
Oh, yes.
So you got the strong 29 Palms teeth.
Yes.
All right. And at the school now, the girls held out on me. They didn't tell me they were ASB officers. Do you have a special title at the high school, Gabe Viescas?
Not really, but I was named the Citrus Belt Male Athlete of the Year this year.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. How about I just call you Wonder Gabe? That work for you?
Yes.
You can say, sure, whatever you want to do. So anyway, so let me get your reaction. When you heard there was going to be a virtual graduation, immediate thought was?
I wasn't very happy.
Yeah. The kids want to do the traditional thing. You want to watch, but you can't do that. But now you have to admit, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And you're making history.
Yes.
I mean, other high school kids, they do the walk. They've been doing it for years. You are doing it live on the radio and Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Very interesting mix of the two media here that we got.
Yes.
I do want to let people know that the best way to experience this whole virtual graduation ceremony is to watch on Facebook Live. And if you want to know what that is, our Facebook page is Morongo Basin Broadcasting. So just type in Morongo Basin Broadcasting in your search bar, bing a bang a boom, you come up like magic. Click that like button, we appreciate that too. And then watch on Facebook Live, but listen to the radio. Just get a small portable radio, put it near you. And that's going to be much better audio because we've got the microphones and all that kind of stuff. So Gabe, same question as I asked the kids earlier. Where are you planning on going off after high school? Now that you got that diploma in your hot little hand?
Yes. So in the fall, I will be attending Northern Arizona University and studying elementary education.
Now, we want to be an elementary school teacher?
Yes.
Okay, and who is your inspiration for that? Did you have a particularly memorable elementary school teacher yourself?
Okay.
Not elementary school teacher, but Mr. Usher.
Okay.
He was my basketball coach, and then he was my AVID teacher.
I know Mr. Usher's a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. No, so you kind of threw off to the side that you were the Citrus Belt Athlete of the Year. That's a big deal. Now, what is the sport that you play?
So I play basketball and golf.
Basketball and golf.
Yes.
Okay. From the ridiculous to the sublime, depending on what you like to do. And which of the two do you prefer? Or are they just both cool but different?
So I would like to say I'm better at golf, but I like basketball more.
Okay. But the Citrus Belt, was that for your golf?
It was actually for both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's wonderful. Did you get a trophy or some sort of special recognition?
I got a patch and a certificate. Same.
And that patch goes on your Letterman's jacket? Very cool. Okay. And where are you going off to?
Northern Arizona University.
Northern Arizona University. Okay. Get used to snow.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot different. It's interesting, a lot of kids from Twentynine Palms go to NAU.
Yes.
And it's a great school. We got one of our reporters here recently graduated from NAU, Cassidy Zimmer. And she came back, moved here, now she's here for the summer and doing some reporting work for Zoo on 77. She was a DJ here. And I met Cassidy when I was teaching broadcasting at Twentynine Palms High School. So I was in room 112, so the next time you go to room 112, tell it hello for me, all right, Gabe? So Gabe, what are your memories of Twentynine Palms? If you just kind of close your eyes, something that really imprinted on you.
Okay, let me ask you.
You know, we talked to the girls earlier,
Let me
one of them
ask
said
you
the
another
4th of July
question.
celebration,
Alexa?
one of them said just the way everybody just gets along.
Okay, just say
in Twentynine
Alexa,
Palms.
enable
What's your
Windows
takeaway, Gabe,
7
for this?
skill.
I think the bonds that
And
you
then
create.
you can play it on your Alexa.
They're
You can use
great.
that as your radio, cause
They
it's
always
gonna be
say
better
that
coming through a speaker
you cry when
than
you
it
get
is
here
coming
because
through.
of all the bad things you've heard.
Yeah.
Just
But then
play
you
around with
finally
it.
leave because of all the great memories and people you've met.
On that,
Gotcha.
let's go, let's
Gotcha.
play some more music.
I know,
here.
it's like the
Here,
audio
and
and the
Gabe, that's a
video
wonderful memory and a great thought. And I don't know if you heard what I told the girls, I always say to people Twentynine Palms, you think it's the end of the world? No. And I make the analogy that if you look at Twentynine Palms, you see all this dirt, this desert.
Hi, Matt.
Scratch it, right underneath the surface, there's some pretty
How are
darn cool
you?
things going on. So, and to go back what you said, growing up in a small town, it is the bonds you makes us, because you probably went to school, elementary school, junior high school, the same as the kids.
Oh, yeah.
So you really make those great friends.
Yes.
All right, Gabe GS is going to talk more with Gabe. Right now we got some more music here on Z1077's pre-celebration party and countdown.
Next up is Connection by One Republic here on 0177.
You want your job, Sparky. You want your job. Okay.
We don't have to do this yet. Okay, we don't have to.
Cassidy's morning, my kindergarten.
Okay,
Okay.
so what's gonna happen when?
But she was in my class, and then she was my TA the next year. So both classes, I taught 5th and 6th grade.
Correct.
So what he'll do is he'll say that his studio taught me that.
The studio's still in 112.
So it is?
There's a fully functioning digital recording studio in that classroom, and they just use it as a storeroom.
Oh, well, it's a computer class.
Is it?
You're next.
There's a little room in the back that was just a recording studio.
Yeah.
Soundproof and everything.
That's not very
Yeah.
And then.
Playing golf at NAU?
No, they actually don't have a men's golf team.
What?
Only women's golf team, yeah.
What do you wear dress and talk high?
Yeah.
Well, they got a basketball team. Yeah, Quinn's gonna walk on for the basketball team at the school he's going to. But his scholarships involved, so that's gonna be his top priority.
That's where when he used to come out here, we used to play basketball at the park.
I know, I used to drive him over there.
You know everybody there.
Well, he's my grandson.
You have your speech, right? Still know everybody. Put the family shout out in. Still know everybody. Do you have the part where you introduce?
Long time in a small
national
town.
anthem? Okay.
You want to do the flag in the anthem, then her speech?
She's gonna use,
Or her speech, then the flag?
how did I rate it up? Speech, then the pledge. So she welcomes, sends out thank you, shout outs. Then she asks everyone to rise and join in the pledge. After the pledge, she then announces, and now.
Kind of the name of Dua.
We'll look it up actually.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to say extra stuff, that's fine.
They have full speeches.
So then Tegan, when you're
Love
done,
these.
say thank you.
It's actually really beautiful. It's beautiful. It's
The reason
really
why
nice.
we had to add all this is because I got.
She handmade drawing.
Good, so Gary will be introducing you then, next. Okay? So if I finish-
Hey, I'm looking at myself, looking at my cell phone right now. That's very weird.
It's decided, the top 10 juniors are part of the graduation ceremony, I'll just be reading their names.
You're either, okay, perfect. And then you're gonna introduce the four gang.
So each have 4
So who have 4 in?
It counts.
And I will.
Nice mask.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
You wanna do your own sanitizing? Since you've been doing it. That'd be kinda
Can you
fun.
get a full,
I'll leave them right here, okay?
Mike? Can we get a full, complete face mask for Mac? Okay. I want to get a full, complete face mask for Mac.
Got a goalie mask, thank you.
How about, like, what are those, is it Michael, the guy from?
Mike Myers,
Mike
yeah.
Myers?
Okay, so anyways, after Nick does his speech, and I'll come out and clean his van, Mary will say once more, Mr. Hero, then you'll come and introduce the valedictorian. We're gonna clap.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Okay, we didn't do
We'll
that
look it up.
last night?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so we come out and do a Levi, you gonna play a promo? Commercial? Okay. Okay, you don't need a billboard for this.
Probably do a billboard on next one.
This is where I'm actually doing the
Top and bottom of the alley.
Oh, I have it.
Oh, you have
I
it?
have it. I took it from there.
Oh, okay.
But,
You're fine. After the ballot. After Tristan's, then I give my speech, and this is where I present them to the board, and he gives a short speech. And then she declares them graduated. Then we do the roll call again.
Celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
Congratulations, Nathan Diesel. We are so happy for you and so proud of the young man you've become. We cannot wait to see what life has in store for you. You are so awesome and we love you so much. Congratulations again, my love.
Z1077.
And we are live with the Z1077 pre-celebration party and countdown for the virtual graduation of Twentynine High School. Our guest in studio is Citrus Belt Athlete of the Year and Twentynine Palms native Gabe Liaska. I'll give you a good introduction. So, Gabe, tell us, now you grew up in Twentynine Palms. Tell us a little about your family. Tell us a little bit about your mom and dad and growing up in a small town.
So my dad is a 23-year veteran of the Twentynine Palms Women's Club, and my mom, she's actually a city clerk at City of Twentynine Palms. And my dad, he retired out here in 2007 and stayed out here.
Well, that must give you an interesting look at Twentynine Palms. Your mom heavily involved in the civilian part of it, and your dad involved in the military part of it.
This year's not
Tell us about that. Was that interesting for you growing up? Having both of those influencing?
Yes, and it was also great to look up to. They know a lot of people in town, so I've always had mentors and people that know me everywhere, so it's pretty nice.
Okay. Now, as you get ready to leave, and when are you leaving this college? Are you going to be doing online classes first?
I am not. So actually, they just decided on Friday that we're going to be attending earlier, so we'll start school August 15th.
Oh, okay. So you're going to be in Arizona at school on August 15th?
Yeah, because they want us to end right before Thanksgiving, so we have Thanksgiving through Christmas off, and then that'll be like our break.
Now, that's one of the weird things about this pandemic is a lot of the stuff you can't plan for, because you try to make plans, all of a sudden there's either another restriction or they're opening more. In this case, good for you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Gabe Fiescas, as you head off to NAU, you've got to have a special memory of Twentynine Palms that you'll always have. Something that just sticks in your mind that's quintessential Twentynine Palms. What would that be for you, Gabe?
Probably sports.
And one thing I've always been impressed about with 29 Palms, because, you know, my kids are up here too. Matter of fact, Gabe is a friend of my grandson, so I show him how long I've been around, is the sports. The 29 Palms Park and Rec has a tremendous kids sports program. I remember taking my little boy to T-ball when he was like 4, and then there was soccer, and then there was Little League. What sports did you play as a little guy?
I played about every sport that Park and Rec had to offer.
Okay.
Flag football, basketball, soccer, baseball, all of them. I stayed active year-round.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about 20 Palms is you can do that. There are still a lot of opportunities. So, what are you looking forward to at NAU?
Meeting new people.
Meeting new people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great attitude, because we talked about growing up in a small town, you tend to be with the same people, you got the same support staff, and that shows a lot of maturity, that what you're looking forward to is meeting new people. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Okay, we're gonna come back with a little bit more with Gabe Viescas here as we continue our graduation party and countdown for the virtual graduation. Now, the actual roll call starts at 6. And once again, the best way to get this whole experience, because we've got 2 different media we're kind of balancing here, is watch Facebook Live and go to Morongo Basin Broadcasting, but turn on a radio to hear the audio. That's going to make it better for you. The audio on Facebook is not great. You can hear it, it's good, you got to turn it up. But the audio on the radio is nice and crisp and clear, so that way you get to watch what's going on, hear it on the radio, especially later on when we start doing the actual graduation ceremony. Graduation ceremony, live and on the radio. That is history, Gabe, that's history, okay? You gonna start us off with our next song?
Yes. Next up, we have Jason Mraz with 93 Million Miles here on Z1077.
You got that here on Z1077 in there, pretty good, that's smart. Good.
Good job. Thank you.
Very good job, Gabe, thank you. Those are, I'm throwing some pretty esoteric questions out there for you. A lot of kids, gee, I never thought about that. You know, what's my number one memory? And but that's good. Thinking on your feet, that's good. Critical thinking is a good thing.
So this next one will have the voice of the sounder, and then it goes into that sound of the house for that.
Okay, you play 2 songs?
2 songs.
Okay, so we're done with Gabe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Great job. Great job.
Thanks, sir.
No, bring Mac in.
Thanks, Cohen.
Yeah. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys. Thank you.
So this next.
All right. Oh, you the official Wi-Fi?
No, you're supposed to say it with Viper. Viper. You get a little more mystery, a little more excitement. So it doesn't under Viper, no.
Great. How about yourself?
He's
He's good. He didn't say it, but he's good.
Oh, he's good? Am I in right now?
Good to see you, buddy.
It's all right, don't worry about it.
Quentin told you he was in town last weekend?
No, he did not.
He did not.
I had to find out on my own.
Well, I hadn't seen him in months because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
They were staying at home in Burbank. And you're the senior class president. Okay. Now, I'm just going to ask you, just be yourself, have fun. I'm just going to ask you some questions. You okay?
Well, put on your earphones and see if you can hear the music. And when Gary talks, you're able to hear him through the earphones. Okay?
Yeah, it's a long one. There are 2 pieces of plastic.
I'm also going to hand you things like this to read, okay?
That's right. Well,
Just announcing the next song.
hopefully once we start the actual ceremony, we can have that issue last night. And we're in a different room, like right now, it's all of the studio noise, the speakers
We're good. It's a beautiful day.
Et cetera, so.
Great Davis. Make history, Mac. We're making history.
And we're not-
Look at this. Everybody else had that ordinary graduation, but not Mac.
Who wants that?
Nothing ordinary about Mac. Okay? That's why he caused the pandemic.
Interesting.
Whenever our mics are gonna go live, I'm gonna say stand by, so you know. And also, if you see any of these 3 red lights on, that means one of the mics is hot.
All right.
So don't cuss.
All right.
We don't have a real radio?
Don't say, hey, look at the size of the petunia on that bouquet. Yes, Facebook world, this is how it's done here in video land.
I forgot that was on. I forgot that little evil eye.
I know. It's not an evil eye.
It looks like it has that big eye.
It's a brand new iPhone.
It's the eye of Sauron.
11S super duper squatty potty dipple whipple. That's a fancy dang phone right there. Okay.
Everything was always new again.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna have to.
I know that the audio is
On the billboard?
but there's.
And actually, first, whoever this good wishes is first.
Yeah, and then I'll come in.
Okay, I'm
Then I'll just
sorry.
go for the billboard.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
You comfortable? Yeah.
Second call.
You know with Gary? You know with Gary?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've had too much time. I've known Mac for a long time.
Yeah.
He was my Aladdin.
Yeah, I kind of felt that was coming up soon. I didn't know when, but I knew that the whole Aladdin thing was coming up.
He did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I haven't been together in so long.
Everybody should experience that. Get yourself confident.
It does.
You know, character building. Spark is the theater guy too.
Yeah.
He only hires theater guys.
We got
It's a requirement.
We got a lot of them.
That's right.
Rebecca and you and Cody and yeah. Sorry, I'm Team Toto with Africa. I'm Team Toto.
You know, that might sound like different.
If you're gonna cover something, interpret it.
I hate the cover of
Think we're alone now?
Tell Me Softly.
Oh, that, yeah.
The Bird of Flag is best.
And in this cover, they have I Think We're Alone Now. It's the same arrangements, the same vocals, no interpretation of it. So that's me. Do you agree with me, studio audience? I'm with Team Toto, not with Team Lisa.
I don't like the pow thing of Viva the Movie.
Ba-ba-doo-ba?
Yeah.
Ba-ba-doo-ba-ba?
The copy for your head, you don't like that?
It's okay.
I love that.
I like some new music.
30 seconds.
Okay. When you want me to do the billboard, just give me a call.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Careful what finger you point with.
No.
We're live. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. That's number 1.
Hey, guys. 5 seconds.
Z1077 celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to David Horrible. I'm so proud of you for graduating and going through all these hard times. Graduation in 2020 is so much different. I love you very much, Grandma.
Your community radio station, Z1077. Z1077 celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
And it's a big pre-celebration party in Countdown for the Twentynine Palms High School virtual graduation. A big thank you to today's virtual graduation major sponsors: Joshua Basin Water District, safe, reliable water now and in the future; MojaveWiFi.com, because internet access is now more essential than ever; and Copper Mountain College. Take the next step in your education with CMC Fall enrollment is on now, and today's pre-celebration is going on right now, and we welcome in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Mac Miller! You get the bell. You get the bell. Now, hey, Mac, good to see you, man.
It's good to see you too.
I haven't seen you in months.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It's
you know,
been a
since
while.
This whole Corona thing.
Delighted to see you. Yeah, it's nice to be out.
It
And we've got all the little plexiglass dividers.
Yeah, I love this setup.
Yeah, and between every guest, we come in and we disinfect it. That's okay. We want to make sure everybody is safe.
That's great.
So I want to come back to you on a virtual graduation. When you first heard it was going to be a virtual graduation,
I mean, I wasn't happy. I don't think anybody was.
No,
really
nobody
happy,
was. They all wanted to walk. I
but,
get that. That's cool. Yeah.
It kind of put a pit in my stomach. I didn't know. I thought it was a joke at first, but then they didn't say that we were joking, so I found out that it was real. But I mean, it's something you have to get used to. But I'm really happy with it. It turned out better than I expected it to be honest with you.
I think everybody is going, oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's great because we put the attention on the kids, and you deserve it. I mean, 13 years of school.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. So tell us a little about yourself, Mac. What do you do at Twentynine Palm School? It says you're the senior class president.
I am the senior class president. This season I was the captain of the football team as well. Unfortunately, I tore my ACL, so I was not able to participate in my basketball season. But I was still really proud of those kids. On top of being a senior class president, I was also a vice president for the Pacific Islander Club. So yeah, I love all my colleagues out there. And yeah, this year was just it wasn't great, but still something to remember.
Well, it was a weird year. I mean, you're going, you're getting ready, and all of a sudden,
Big drop off the cliff, yeah.
Pandemic?
Pretty
What?
much. Everything stopped.
Yeah, I had a very good friend of mine, Tim O'Connor, in Twentynine Palms. He described all that was going on as like living in a science fiction movie.
Pretty much.
And he's exactly right. So Mac, where are you going off from here?
Actually, this year I'm taking a break. I'm taking a little brain break, taking my gap year, and I'm going to be rehabbing my knee to hopefully get back out there on the field.
Okay. As football?
Yes.
And what school do you have your eye on after your gap year?
Well, I'm still talking to the University of Arizona. I was talking to them before I tore my ACL, but now I started talking to the University of Miami as well.
Okay, that'll be great. Yeah. Any chance for a scholarship?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to see.
All right, well, that's wonderful. And scholastically, what are we going to study when we get off to the big bigs?
So I'm planning on going pre-med. I haven't really decided where I want to go, like inside of that, but I'm thinking pre-med, go bio, but the entire goal is to become a pediatric anesthesiologist.
So far we've talked to a future speech pathologist, a future biologist, and now you're going to be a what?
Pediatric anesthesiologist.
That's wonderful. That's great. That's nice to see the ambition. A lot of work, though. You ready for that?
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, Mac. Mac's going to be our guest DJ for the next half hour or so here on Z1077. Delighted to have him in here. And Mac, I think Sparky, our engineer here, is going to have you introduce the songs. You get to be a real guest DJ.
Oh, sweet.
All right.
Alright, so next up we have 1,000 Years by Christina Perri here on Z1077.
Good job, Mac. Good job. And remember, listen to the audio on the radio and watch the live Facebook at Morongo Basin Broadcasting. I've got to count it. You guys forget I have a screen here.
I do.
That's why I had to put it in. So Mac, during the morning, I sit here also. And see his screen that shows everything that's going on?
Yeah.
I've got a little one here. So I see how much time's left in the song, what the next commercial is. And that's how we do that in the morning. It used to be, before we had that, I literally have to do this.
Really?
Yeah. And now coming up.
Now it's modern.
Bang! We bought a boom. So, Ram fan. Okay. Us Raiders fans. We're lonely. But not for long. To quote Scott Clinskill, but not for long. Scott's been shows I've directed too.
So?
Scott's been in a few shows I've directed too. He just directed Sister Act.
Hey, tell me.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Good.
Great. This is the #1 hit of the 2020 season.
That's true, isn't it?
Right, Scott?
I mean, yeah.
The #1 hit of the entire season.
Great play.
Good year.
Yeah.
See, everybody who's on Facebook Live thinks I'm talking to the camera.
Hey, man, didn't you just have one show in 2020?
Huh?
Didn't you just have one show in the 2020?
Me, I didn't have any. Oh, yeah. No, we had 2.
Oh, what was the other one?
The Company B.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It was a short one. It was a 2-week run.
And a review.
And yeah, and originally.
I feel like Jessica Jean. I feel like Jessica Jean in the morning.
When I mentioned she's a lot better looking than you.
She did. Actually, you mentioned on
Yeah.
Facebook Live.
Yes, I think I just did again.
I can't argue with you.
During the morning show, we're really glad there's not Facebook Live going on because, wow, things get done. Things get said.
You're sitting here in their pajamas.
Without a shower, hair askew, no makeup, terrible. You do a second song, right?
I will, but I was going to think about just swapping it out, but it's a little close now. I don't want to do a 4-minute song.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Is that all right? 4 minutes?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna mind.
I don't want to swap it out. I'm not that good.
Your instincts are good.
I took all the pluses out so I wouldn't have something. It's like, oh, forgot the pluses out.
Can you fill that for me?
Where?
All the way in the back.
All the way in the back.
Thank you.
The theme going in the Senorita song and the Mamacita song. Well, you know, they have the Enchilito song.
Yeah, we could do maybe a little Havana. Okay. Latino Hour, Z1077.
I heard you talking to Jessica about your addiction to Enchilitos.
Old school Taco Bell, baby.
That's right.
Enchiritos.
That's right.
These kids these days, they've never had the joy of a fresh enchilito. Old school. You can order at Taco Bell. It's not on the menu. Enchilito. Thank you.
Try not to squish you this time. Thanks.
He likes it.
What is that? It's a
Enchilito.
enchilada and a burrito?
Yep. It's served in a pan with, in a plastic dish with melted cheese and sauce on it. You eat it with
And sauce, right?
Yep. It's good.
I don't like the smell of that.
Oh, then don't eat it. It's good. You gotta try an enchilito. Old school Taco Bell.
When they came out with that, my family started making up food like, oh, like the Baracco. Just make up things.
That's burrito have taco, yeah.
They can't make up food like that.
Well, Taco Bell just takes the same 5 ingredients and puts them in different.
Yeah, you just described Mexican food.
You know. Beef, rice, and beans. What can we make with that? Everything.
Put on a crispy flatbread. No, filled it.
Okay, so you want me to do a billboard here? Or the primary billboard, or?
Yeah, maybe the one that we haven't been doing much of.
Okay.
Yeah, filling up summer.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't done that one nearly enough.
Okay. Oh, I did it all morning. I mean,
Oh, yeah, oh, good.
Oh, yeah, no, they got good.
Because it wasn't on my schedule at all.
No, they got good coverage.
Kelly Thompson says hi, Mac.
So I'll go from the sounder into this building.
Okay. Coming about 17 minutes, so we start the big roll call, the official graduation. The Black Rock one went really great, went really smooth yesterday, so. Making history, Mac Miller making history.
What do best?
That's right, that's what he does best. Did he tell you he's the best tennis player ever at Twentynine High School? Ever.
Okay, 30 seconds.
Okay.
Z1077 celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
Sienna Simpson.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to my teachers, family, and friends for helping me to achieve goals I never thought I could and for helping me to get through high school. I know this isn't the graduation that we wanted, but in the wise words of Michael Scott, may your hats fly as high as your dreams.
Community radio station, Z1077.
Music like this is what we do.
Station Z1077 FM. Z1077 celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
And it's about 16 minutes now before 6 o'clock, 16 minutes before we start the big virtual roll call here. We salute 29 Palms High School today with our virtual graduation ceremony. Right now we're kind of doing the pre-show, the warm-up, and it's being brought to you in part by the City of 29 Palms, now open to serve you at City Hall. And Big O Tires, Yucca Valley, the places you'll go with Big O. And I'm delighted to have here Mac Miller, the senior class president. And Mac and I have known each other for a long time.
Long time.
Now tell us about yourself a little bit. Tell us about your family, Mac. Tell us a little about growing up in 29 Palms and a little bit about your family situation.
All right. So honestly, we weren't gonna stay in 29 Palms, but you know, it was a basic military story. Got here, accidentally got stuck here, and we just stayed here for 17 years. I'm the youngest of three, two older sisters. That kind of paved the way for me in 29 Palms. They kind of grandfathered me into a lot of stuff that I'm in.
It's interesting. One of the gals we had earlier, and I think it was Jenna. Jenna said 29 Palms is a city you cry when you get here, and then you cry when you have to leave. So yeah, that's good. And growing up in 29 Palms, your dad was in the military,
yes.
And you decided to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the memory that you're going to take as you go off into the world, Mac? What's going to be that special nugget that what 29 Palms, how does it hit your heart?
I mean, there's no place in the world like 29 Palms. You're not going to meet anybody anywhere else in the world like you are in 29, and you don't make friendships how you do out here. I think this is just a really good place for a foundation as a person. Just you meet really good people. So I think the best thing about the place, being out here, is the people. Just the friendships I've made.
Now, both of your sisters went to 29 Palms High School.
Yes.
And they both were big. They really succeeded. They were well known. They did a lot in school. Did you feel you had to kind of You had to kind of compete with that? Is there a little competition going on in your family?
Every day, every time I woke up, I knew I was going to school and I had to be better than somebody. Like, it was either Angelica or Adrian, I was beating one of them.
All right. And what advice would you give to somebody who's just starting 29 Palms High School? What would you tell that young, scared freshman who's just coming up from the junior high school, who's looking at this school going, oh man, it's a high school?
Just be involved, you know, like they say that your 4 years in high school goes by quick and you don't really listen your freshman year, but when it's senior year and you're walking across the stage, it hits you really quick that high school did go by really fast. So be involved, go play sports, be in that club, go to that show.
Do this stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you don't get that forever.
And you probably never have an opportunity to do it that way again in your life. So, and how did online learning work for you? All of a sudden, you're all going. You get your classes ready. You're a senior. You're looking at what? Pandemic? Go home? What?
It was tough because, you know, it was already March, the end of March when it started happening. Senioritis was kicking in really hard. I think none of us really had the motivation to keep working, but it went well. It went well. I got my work done, kept the grades up, got them up even higher actually.
Good.
So
that's how they did. They froze your grades, so they
the
couldn't go down, but you could do the work and bring them up.
Yes, that was good. I think that was good for me.
And you took that opportunity.
I did.
That's great. All right. Who at 29 Palms High School had the biggest influence on you? Who was your a teacher or even another student who really inspired you and had a great influence on Mac Miller?
When it came to staff, I think I'm gonna have to go with TJ Stanford. He was just there for me when a lot of stuff was tough throughout my 4 years at high school. He's a really good mentor. He'll tell you the truth even when you don't want it, but you need it. He's always a good person to talk to, good shoulder to cry on. He's always there for you. But when it comes to student-wise, just like somebody who's always kept me pushing myself, I'm gonna have to go with my guy Isaiah Castaneda. He's just always pushed me since we were 7, 8 years old to be better than what I was.
It's always good to have a friend like that
Yeah.
who gives you a little reality check and gives you a little kick in the butt when you need it.
Definitely.
That's nice. All right, let's get into some music. We still got about 12 minutes or so before we begin our virtual graduation, and Mike Ruggiero there getting set up in the other room. And here's how this works. What's going to happen is we're going to transition from this room out to our lobby where they actually have a little set up for this. It's very cool. And I do want to give full credit, a huge pat on the back to our own Jessica Jean. This whole thing was her idea. She grew up here, graduated from Yucca Valley High School, and was concerned as everybody else when all of a sudden there's no graduation. And that's a kind of a hole in what your expectations are. She says, I have an idea. Let's try this, and here we are doing it. All right, get us started, Mac.
All right, so next up we have John Kay with 6 months here on Z1077.
One more. We'll have one more break. And then,
okay.
Park and Rec just thanked me for the shout out. Mac, where'd you say you were going?
Right now, nowhere. I'm taking a gap.
But after the gap year. Miami, and what was the other one?
Arizona.
Arizona. Taking the gap year.
Yes.
Don't get lazy.
I'm planning that.
That's okay. I know your daddy will keep you on the straight and narrow.
Of course.
How's your mom?
She's doing good. Better, yeah.
So we're gonna do 2 songs, and I'll come out. We'll wrap it with Mac, and then I'll intro Mike Ruggiero, and we'll get started. So
That should take us right up against it.
okay. So you're gonna see this whole transition go on. We're gonna be done here in about 10 minutes, and then we transition all of this out to our lobby, where then we'll do the actual virtual graduation ceremony, and then after that, the shifting of the tassels. Who does the tassel change? Is that you?
Yeah.
All right. If you listen to Mac, he'll tell you what to do with your tassel. I'll ask Sparky what to do with your tassel.
Yeah. Been too long.
Like to thank Scott Klingscale, the man behind the camera.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. Scott's back there, hiding. Okay.
It's funny, when we're playing these songs, it goes so quick, and when you're actually waiting for them to end, it takes so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said you're gonna do one more song?
Yeah, we're gonna go right to 6, and then I'll just go ahead and do the transition, and you go from there. You guys are all ready. You got it handled. Then I'll be yesterday's lunch. Discarded.
Wow.
This was requested by Mac Miller, old Backstreet Boys.
I'm not mad at it.
Okay. We should practice the little boy band dance. Okay. Oh, okay. Huh? Okay. Spy camera. I should have told people.
Scotty Klingscale's in on the show.
Oh my gosh, just eating a lot of throw it. Okay. What? You did okay on the radio. You're gonna do okay here. Did you write it? Oh, never mind.
What's that? I took off all the story. My lessons over the last weekend. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I want to do. What's good? It's good. This was on that. You have more of those last couple of
much for coming. I appreciate you coming down. And, oh, your mic was cut off. So, and once again, I want to go back to what you told me, what you would say to a new student at 29 Palms High School. That's really good advice. And I would like all students who are listening to listen to some really good advice. What do you tell a new student at 29 Palms High School?
Just be involved as much as you can. Go play sports, go be in the clubs, go to the game, go to dances, because that's the only way you can really construct high school experience.
And once you get to college, it's huge. And there's still clubs and sports, but
It's not like this.
right. In Twentynine Palms, your club may have 10 people, right? At college, your club may have 200 people. Mac Miller, thank you. Good luck with you. I know that you'll be very successful because you're a motivated, talented guy. I'm proud to have known you, and I'm going to hear good things about you. Thank you. All right, Mac Miller, Senior Class President from 29 Palms High School. It is time now to move our base of operations. So we're going to do kind of a switch on here. Just be patient with us. We're going to have you back a little bit. It's time to switch over to our other studio. Actually, our lobby that's kind of set up as a little bit of a stage, a little sound stage right now. So we're going to do that switch over, and then we're going to be hearing tonight from Principal Michael Ruggiero, Assistant Principal Richard Lozano, School Board President John Cole, and Moronga Unified School District Amy Woods, and many other classmates. So we're going to do that little switch over. So be patient with us. We'll be right back with more of this pre-celebration party and countdown as we celebrate the virtual graduation for 21.
I don't have time for that. Thank you.
This is KCUC 29 Palms, Yucca Valley, broadcasting from studios at Joshua Tree Local News, recognized for excellence by the Radio Television News Association. 1077 FM.
Thank you.
should be okay right now.
Celebrates 29 Palms High School graduates.
And welcome to the historic class of 2020 virtual graduation event live on Community Radio Z1077 and streaming live on our Facebook page at Morongo Basin Broadcasting. Join us now as we salute the graduates of 29 Palms High School. In the studio tonight we have Principal Michael Ruggiero.
Woo!
We have Assistant Principal Richard Rosano. School Board Representative John Cole.
Here.
Representative Amy Woods. Virtual multimedia virtual graduation for Swan Pond High School. I'd like to bring up Tegan Thompson, the ASD.
Now, Tegan!
Okay. Good evening, Wildcats and Wildcat families throughout the Morongo Basin and the world. I am Tegan Thompson, the 29 Palms High School ASB president. And I would like to welcome you to the virtual high school graduation for the class of 2020. Yay.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, so this spring has been sort of difficult for a lot of students across America, but especially difficult for the seniors who have missed out on so much. We looked forward to so many events throughout the years that we didn't get, but it's okay. We want to focus on the positives and all of our wonderful memories and friendships and our accomplishments throughout the 4 years. I mean, after all, we finally did it. Yay.
All right.
Yeah. Although this graduation is the first of its kind, we would like to keep a lot of the traditions alive that we've been celebrating throughout Twentynine graduations throughout the years. And on behalf of the graduates, I would like to thank Z1077, Gary and Cindy Daniel, and Jessica Jean Mendoza for making this event possible. I would also like to thank the MUSD Board of Education and Superintendent Tom Baumgarten for working hard to make sure we seniors feel appreciated. Finally, I would like to thank all of my friends and family who have been there to support me throughout the years and always showed me overwhelming support. To my mom and dad, I hope I've made you proud and I love you very much. And now to officially begin our ceremony, I would like to start us off with the Pledge of Allegiance, so if you could please stand and join me. Right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And up next, we will have a rendition of the national anthem from music director Mike Mays and our award-winning select choir.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, friends, families, loved ones, and Wildcats all around the world. And welcome to the virtual graduation ceremony of the 29 Palms High School class of 2020.
Yeah.
I'd like to start by also thanking Z1077, Gary, Cindy, and Jessica for their hard work to help us do all we can to celebrate these fine graduates in this difficult year. We also would not be here this evening without the support and leadership of Morongo Unified School District Superintendent Tom Baumgarten. Get well soon, Tom. I also want to thank Assistant Superintendent and former TPHS Principal Amy Woods.
Yeah.
Board of Education Trustee John Cole.
Right, John.
And our Assistant Principal Richard Rosano for joining me here tonight in support of these graduates. Finally, I want to thank the graduates themselves. The leadership of our senior class and our senior parents, who have worked together as a community in collaboration with our administration to make sure that we have done the very best we can to make the graduation celebrations for the class of 2020 the very best and most special that they can be. We would be skipping an important step in our ceremony tonight if I didn't take a moment to congratulate those rising seniors in the class of 2021 who have earned the right to be recognized in the top 10 of their class and therefore earned the distinction of being in our graduation honor guard. Congratulations, Mary Carboner, Allison Carrillo Matias, Jalen Hannon, Mallory Hutchinson, Jonathan Horn, Kayla Lambert, Lily Lav, Gabriel Ogden, Sebastian Provost Haney, and Gabriella Seitz. Right. Congratulations to you all.
Congrats.
Now, one thing I've learned about graduations is that nobody really wants to hear me speak very much. It's all about the students. So, let's move on to the valedictorian and salutatorian. Those are titles bestowed upon the students who have reached the highest level of academic standards as set forth by the Board of Education in the Morongo Unified School District. They are honors not easily earned. Hard work, sleepless nights, late night study sessions, SAT practice tests, personal sacrifice, and many a stressful moment mark the path to being at the very top of one's class. Tonight, we are joined by two outstanding Wildcats who have earned that prestigious honor. The term salutatorian comes from the salutatorian's traditional role as having the honor of being the first student speaker at a graduation ceremony. It is the honor of greeting their classmates, kicking off the ceremony, getting the party started, if you will. This year, that honor has been earned by salutatorian Nick Council.
Yeah, Nick!
Go!
Thank you. Wait, you want me to?
Make sure that we got everything
Okay. Thank you. By the way, you learned it's right to left. So, now to get started. What up, fellow gamers? It's Nick Council. Lately, I've been so appreciative to have the title of salutatorian, or as I like to say, the biggest smart aleck at 29 Palms High School. The goal of a salutatorian is a party starter of sorts, but only the party consists of you alone on New Year's Eve, hiding in a corner, praying that next year will be better. So I can officially say that the party of adulthood has in fact started, but that doesn't mean ending up a ditch tomorrow morning. No, no, no. In fact, it means trying and making the correct decisions. To think how we got here as a class requires some reflection that some of the partygoers on the SSS adulthood won't want to do. Despite not wanting to look back like it's some chore, I implore you to look back just a freshman year for the time being. 4 years ago, where were you? No, really, we are doing this. And I'm not asking you to do it, I'm forcing you to do it. Where were you 4 years ago as a freshman? As a reference, that year, the Atlanta Falcons committed 28-3, and the Galaxy Note 7 was blowing up the market. How about the first day of school? Maybe you were a little anxious about making new friends. Maybe you were excited for a new horizon with new challenges. Or maybe you were just indifferent about a journey you thought you would never take. Sophomore year was better in the opinions of many. More maturity and a balance of familiarity and strangeness of high school led to bigger and better things. As if the sun and moon aligned for an event that was truly special. It was a time of self-reflection of the previous year. With this newfound knowledge and with a little hope and effort, the Eagles took flight. Of course, most people have a positive outlook on junior year. Sure, the formula of high school was cracked. But life throws curveballs that surprise everyone. Sometimes you just have to ram right through life. But even then, the Rams don't always win, even though they should have. Senior year, all I have to say is, remember October? I don't. It seems like some different dimension at this point. Like an arrowhead of some forgotten civilization. Let's see if you guys get that one. The goal of high school, you get it, Chiefs. The goal of high school was to prepare us for life. And how well it did that is a topic I don't care about personally, but nonetheless, it showed more parts of life. As to prepare us to go on and do bigger and better things. Of course, that's something we do every day. Prepare ourselves to do bigger and better things. Whether it be simple goals that we strive to complete, or long life-term accomplishment that take effort for years on end. The end result is to put yourself in a better position than what you were so you can eventually set a higher and better goal. Despite some seniors still acting like freshmen, myself included, and try to stay with me in my logic on this one. If you hate yourself as a freshman, that goal is most likely accomplished. I look back at myself and die on the inside every time I remember I did something stupid. I know for me, I was a huge nerd, awkward in most social groups, and overly quiet. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still a huge nerd. But to most people who know me nowadays, overly quiet, it don't work. But hopefully I've changed as a person. Whether or not I did, we'll see. Sure, cringing at past events is painful, but it's a sign of growth and maturity. 4 years ago from now, you'll look back at yourself with the same reaction, because hindsight is 20/20. For the final portion of the speech, I'm just going to go on a rant about that joke. The first time I heard it, it was in 5th grade, and high school seemed so distant, I thought I was either going to die or going to be stuck as a kid forever. That joke is just overused. It's not clever anymore. It just isn't. It's sort of the same thing like the class of 2020 graduation memes that you see online. You know, clever at first, overused. No, it's done. No, stop using them. But if I do see you make a 2020 joke, I will find you and kick you in your shins. On a more serious note, though, thank you for the great community in which I was raised in, and I hope you all go on to do bigger and better things. Thank you very much.
There's a little bit of a delay between the live audio and coming out on Facebook. Noticing that I'm kind of filling in. And as the general manager of Z177 cleans up the podium, we get ready once again to see the principal of Twin Palms High School, Mike Frigiero.
Thank you and well done, Nick. The term valedictorian comes from the Latin valedicere, which means to say farewell. As traditionally, the valedictorian is the final speaker at a graduation ceremony before the roll call of graduates. The valedictory is a speech meant to motivate, inspire, and honor the graduating class. No pressure. It is truly a great honor to be a school's valedictorian. And this year, that high honor has been earned by Tristan Babers.
Yeah, Tristan!
Let's go, Tristan!
Hello, my name is Tristan Babers, and I'm the 2020 valedictorian of Twentynine Palms High School. I'm very grateful to get to represent a class filled with so many wonderful people. First and foremost, I would like to thank my parents, Tremaine and Krista Babers, for always supporting me through rough times. My extended family in Louisiana and Iowa, you guys rock. And the amazing teachers of TPHS. I can't express enough how grateful I am to have been taught by such fantastic instructors. I also want to thank all the other TPHS staff and faculty members for constantly making day-to-day life here at this school smooth and secure. And with that being said, I will now begin my speech. 4 years went by pretty fast, haven't they? Just a few years ago, we were all sitting in integrated math 2, copying notes from a whiteboard, and the next thing you know, we're walking across the stage and shaking hands with the principal. I still remember those boring moments at the end of PE class when everyone's just waiting for the bell to ring so you can get out of the heat and go to the next period. But thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem half as bad as I remember it being. Perhaps I've just forgotten most of those unpleasant memories I've had throughout high school, or maybe standing here today, holding my diploma, has just put all of my experiences before now into proper perspective. Personally, I believe it's the latter. If I hadn't spent all those hours staying up late finishing my thought of the days for English class, how would I have been able to fill out my college applications? If I hadn't gone to 6th period to attend cyber literacy class every day on time, how would I have learned that I loved computer engineering? If I hadn't paid attention in world history class every day, how would I have learned that Robert Fulton created the first steamboat in 1807? Okay, maybe that last one wasn't too important, but still. Having reflected on all of my high school experiences has taught me a valuable lesson. The challenges we face in life might just be the key to understanding ourselves a little better. Or, in the words of Albert Einstein, the only source of knowledge is experience. I'm sure we've all had our fair share of hard times over these past 4 years, especially during the last few months. And all I'm going to say is, this is not how I imagined my last 2 months of high school would go. However, I think our response to the current situation, too, says something about each and every single student here in the TBHS class of 2020. We are determined, not just to get our diplomas or to move on to bigger and brighter endeavors, but we are determined to tackle any obstacle life throws at us and grow from the experience. I want to say that I'm extremely hopeful for everyone and their future pursuits in life, whether you are going to college, trade school, or starting a career. And I also want everyone to remember that we didn't let those bad tests we got, those failed relationships, or the problems at home stop us from getting our diplomas. Not even a global pandemic was enough to stop us from graduating high school. And I'm very confident that the graduates from this class are going to overcome any difficulty they face in the future. And with that, I say goodbye and good luck to every 2020 TBHS graduate out there. Have a good life, guys.
Well done. Wildcat graduates, you've been through a roller coaster ride of a senior spring. But I have never been more proud of a group of graduates because you've kept your heads held high and you've handled the adversity of the COVID-19 school closing and the denial of so many senior privileges and events with such composure. Knowing that you missed out on spring sports, prom, senior excursion, your traditional graduation, it truly breaks my heart. But what rebuilds and fills my heart with hope is knowing that in this critical time in our country's history, the Wildcat class of 2020 is so strong and has such strong will and conviction and is so smart and so compassionate and so capable and well prepared to not just take on the world, but to make it the better, safer place that we all hope and know that it can be. You have done so much to make our school proud. Last year's juniors, you buckled down and showed what Wildcats are made of when you crushed it on the state standardized testing. So much so that we made some of the largest gains in scores and rankings as of any school throughout San Bernardino County. Yeah. You have set the standard and helped us show the world the high quality level of education our students receive at 29 Palms High School. For that, I, the faculty, and the staff, we thank you. I speak for all of our faculty and staff when I say that we've missed you every day since March 13th. Any educator will tell you that the best part of what we do is you, our students. And at a special school like 29 High, where our mission is to build nurturing relationships with our students to help you realize your dreams, you have been fiercely missed over the past 3 months. The teachers and staff were so excited to deliver your signs to you and your families just to get to see you again. And we were so thrilled and proud to see you walk the stage in your caps and gowns at our drive-through graduation celebration. I hope that the class of 2020 has felt the love and the joy that we at 29 Palms High School have for you, our graduates. And please know that when I tell you that as you embark on the next chapter in your lives, whether that be studying in college, going to technical school, serving in the military, joining the workforce, or traveling the world, it is not a cliche when I say that you can do anything. If you believe in yourself and you are willing to work hard to put in the time and the effort to not just follow, but chase your dream with a fevered passion, you truly can do anything. Who knows? Maybe one of you will even become so uber successful that you will come back to 29 and donate a stadium for us to hold future graduation ceremonies in. The sky is the limit. Unless you go to work for SpaceX, in which case, then even the sky can't hold you back. So please, always remember, no matter where your travels take you and no matter what the fates may have in store, always be proud and keep holding your head high. Because from this day forward, you will forever be Wildcats and you will forever be graduates of 29 Palms High School. And now, it gives me great pleasure to say, Assistant Superintendent Woods, I do certify that these students have completed a course of study as prescribed for graduation by the California State Board of Education and the Morongo Unified School District. And so, Ms. Woods, I present to you the 29 Palms High School senior class of 2020.
Thank you to Z1077 for always supporting the students of the Morongo Basin. And I also want to make a comment. Mr. Ruggiero had said that I was the former principal of 29 High, and I was for 13 years. But actually, we have a third principal of 29 High. John Cole, our school board rep, was the principal before I was the principal. So we actually have 3 generations of principals here to support and to love the Wildcat graduates, 29 High. My name is Amy Woods, and I am the Assistant Superintendent of Instructional Services. First, let me offer my congratulations to all the graduates and their parents. I am honored to speak at the 29 Palms High School virtual graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. There are a few events on my calendar which so vividly symbolize the hopes and dreams of young America, as does the awarding of the diplomas. Few events speak so eloquently to the promise which our great nation offers to each of its citizens. Yet, in less than a semester, we've seen the world change dramatically. You are unique in the history of graduating classes, perhaps the most unique ever recorded. The coronavirus stole special milestones from you. Your prom, your final semester of school and sports. It even stole your physical graduation ceremony. But if life teaches us anything, it may be that disappointments will happen. Adversity is the grindstone of life, intended to polish you up. Adversity also has the ability to grind you down. The impact and ultimate result depend on what you do with the difficulties that come your way. Life circumstances are not always what you might wish them to be. The pattern of life does not necessarily go as you plan. Beyond any understanding, you may be at times led in directions you never imagined, dreamed, or designed. As I reflected on this past year and considered the experiences which have prepared you for your future, I was able to identify certain qualities which lie at the heart of educational excellence and which I believe are at the heart of your Wildcat identity. First, there is a positive approach to learning and to life. It is surely a combination of knowledge, hard work, and the right attitude to learning which led to you seniors being here tonight ready to be given a diploma for your efforts. Ben, there is a willingness to take risks. Learning to be unafraid to make mistakes results in persistence and ultimately builds confidence. Lastly, there is the creation of an open mind that can embrace new ideas and make connections. Young people getting ready to enter the world of a career today will most likely work for the next 50 years of your life. The idea of a job for life is an increasingly unlikely prospect and perhaps no longer even desirable. To be well prepared, our students need to be flexible and ready to apply the skills they have learned in new and unexpected ways. In the words of philosopher Eric Hoffer, in times of change, the learners will inherit the world, while the merely learned will remain beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. One thing Wildcats know, and I hope they remember to acknowledge, is that they are all part of a very special team. They could not achieve so much and in so many spheres without the support of the staff, both teaching and non-teaching, and the support, interest, guidance, and love of their parents and other adults in their lives who let them know that the funny thing about life is, if you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. Do not listen to those who say it is not done that way. Maybe it's not, but maybe you will. Don't listen to those who say you're taking too big a chance. If he did not take a big chance, Michelangelo would have painted the Sistine Chapel floor, and it surely would have rubbed away by now. Most importantly, do not listen to yourself when the little voice of fear inside you rears its ugly head and says, they're all smarter than you out there. They're more talented. They're taller, prettier, luckier, and have connections. They have a cousin who goes out with Beyonce's babysitter. Give any credence at all to that voice, and your worst fears will surely come true. Walk into any situation in life, whether it's professional, artistic, competitive, or personal, with a lack of self-esteem, and you will have just turned over the upper hand to someone who may not even have asked for it. I firmly believe that if you follow a path that interests you, hopefully with a passion, and if you bring to it a sense of your own worth, chances are you will be a person worthy of your own respect. This is the first big milestone in your life. I know most of you are eager to get started on what comes next, but some of you may also be scared. It's a big world, and some of you may be thinking, have I learned enough to start fitting into it? Let me tell you that first of all, you should feel relieved and you should feel proud. The diploma you are about to receive means something. You have persevered and succeeded in your first big public challenge of your lives. A lot of people don't. More than 20% of American high school students give up and drop out. I hope that your achievements in life shall be these. That you will have fought for what was right and fair. That you will have risked for that which mattered. That you will have given help to those who were in need. And that you will have left the earth a better place for what you've done and who you've been. Remember to live by John Wesley's rule. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, for as long as you ever can. Within your hands are special gifts and talents. Within you is the promise of the future, and we believe in you. And so, Mr. Ruggiero, by the power given to me by the state of California and the Morongo Unified School District Board of Education, I pronounce the 29 Palms High School class of 2020 officially graduated.
Thank you, Ms. Woods. Wonderful and truly inspiring. And now for the roll call of graduates. Huge shout out, by the way, to Mr. Rosano for this amazing graduation slideshow. Madison Abrego, honors, avid graduate. Noah Adams. Ida Aguilar. Saiz Aguilar. Donald Albers, avid graduate. Andrew Alfaro. Efley Amaro, honors, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Justin Andaya. Scott Aristizabal. Our valedictorian, Tristan Babers. High honors, National Honor Society, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Thomas Bailey. Melvin Balinas. Kaylin Barnhart. Donovan Barrett, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Gavin Beckman, Honors, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Samantha Benetone, Hannah Bennett, Caleb Benton, Mariah Bloomfield, avid graduate. Deja Wanise Brewer, Honors, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma, Greenleaf Scholarship winner. Brashawn Briscoe, Samantha Brookins, Honors, International Thespian Society, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Angelina Brown, Nathaniel Brown, Noah Buena Obra, Honors, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Giselle Cabanting Guerrero, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Crandall Kamat, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Sean Collier. Jenna Collins. High Honors. National Honor Society. Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Nathan Collins. John Coronado. Our salutatorian, Nicholas Council. High Honors. National Honor Society. Golden State Seal Merit Diploma.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Sierra Crippen. Honors. National Honor Society. International Thespian Society. Golden State Seal Diploma. Brendan Crow. Rocky Crump III. Joseph Daniels. Blake Davis. Keadion Davis, International Thespian Society. Juan Duran. Megan Edge. Mahaya Ellis. Honors. National Honor Society. Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Luke Emmons. Brian Esquite. Alexander Ford. Taylor Fourier. High honors. Avid graduate. National Honor Society. Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Carviona Garner. Christian Gates. Jeremiah Giles. Brendan Godley. Muriel Grenner. Jocelyn Guerrero. Honors. Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Destiny Haley. Jasmine Hannon. Honors. Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Isaiah Harrison Lee. Jasmine Heck. Honors. National Honor Society. Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Andrew Henry. Avid graduate. Diego Hernandez. Adon Herrera. David Horbel. Christian Hudson. Taryn Humphreys, avid graduate, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Rory Hunter, avid graduate. Josephine Imperial, High Honors, National Honor Society, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Emily Jones. Shiona Kearns Fuller, 4-year perfect attendance. Isabel Kennard. Riley King, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Jeremiah Kirk. Serenity Large. Brandy Leva, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Alan Lithgow. Gabriel Lohman Rangel, honors, Golden State Seal, Merit Diploma. April Lowe. Brianna Lowe, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Croy Lowry. Cameron Luna. Preston Mahalona Rogers. Yesenia Mao Huang, high honors, Golden State Seal, Merit Diploma. Conan Manson, International Thespian Society. Eduardo Martinez. Marmay McDonald, honors. Roxanne McKenzie. Julian Medina. Horace Mack Miller, Honors, National Honor Society, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma, Senior Class President. Amanda Moan, Honors. Elizabeth Montoya. Robert Moreno. Nicholas Nance. Jeremy Natuda. Marcus Noyle, Honors, International Thespian Society, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Anthony Obrero, Honors, International Thespian Society, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Allison O'Brien. Irene Oshner. Xavier Oyola, Senior Class Secretary. Victoria Pacheco, avid graduate. Jonathan Palmer, honors, Golden State Seal, Merit Diploma. Consuelo Parra, honors, National Honor Society, Golden State Seal, Merit Diploma. Matai Patu, Senior Class Secretary. Crystal Perez. Brianna Perry, avid graduate. Justin Peters. Sean Plines. Brett Plummer. Charles Puono. Blake Price. Hannah Pryor. Montserrat Rangel. Christopher Ransow, honors, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma, Senior Class Treasurer. Caitlin Reyes. Gia Richardson, avid graduate, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Cody Riddle, honors. Angel Rodriguez, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Martin Rodriguez. Anahi Romo. Anahi Romo. Javier Rosas. Angel Ruiz. Josiah Ruiz. Salvador Sambrano. Richard Sandoval Jr. Taylor Scammon, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Marcy Ciatita. Austin Simmons. Sienna Simpson, honors, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Dylan Smith, high honors, National Honor Society, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Johnny Smith, honors, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Jacqueline Sosa, avid graduate. Gina Spears, honors, Anna Squires. Jordan Stanley, honors, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Paul Steele. Caitlin Stephens, high honors, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Nathaniel Stevens. Eric Stone, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Nathan Tagita. Fa'atali Taleni. Tynia Terrell Davis. Our ASB President, Tegan Thompson. Honors, National Honor Society, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Tucker Thornburg. Andrew Torres. Brasia Tryon. Troy Tuiviti. Mario Gabe Viescas, avid graduate. Paul Visaki, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma.
Sorry for my own list.
Cassandra Walty, High Honors, avid graduate, National Honor Society, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Wesley Weaver. Hannah Weinstein, avid graduate, High Honors, National Honor Society. Cameron West, National Honor Society, International Thespian Society, Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Skylar Welchel. Sean White. Bailey Wewant. Garrett Williams. Seth Williford. James Wilson. George Hensley Janae Zamafonka, Boise State Lieutenant Governor. And our final graduate from the class of 2020, Sarah Morales Zamora. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our final student speaker of the night, an outstanding Wildcat, an athlete, a scholar, and the leader of the senior class, the president of the class of 2020, Horace Mack Miller.
Right now.
We're good? Alright, so, let's kick this thing off. I just want to thank everybody for giving us their support, love, and hard work throughout these troubling times, and making this memory as important and memorable as possible for us. So during this pandemic, I've had a lot of time to reflect on the past years of high school, and we lost a lot of memories this year, including our final prom, our spring sports, and the rest of the NBA season. But we can't forget the 3 years prior that shaped us into what we are today. We can't forget walking into Martinez's classroom and never forgetting to be a champion. We can't forget walking into Miss Anderson's classroom and breaking down in tears after failing a test in Mr. Niles' class. We will never forget running to Miss Lisa in the library trying to get out of sub work. And we will never forget leaving early for a game. So what I'm saying is, we have two choices. We can focus on the minuscule issue or the great world we have at hand. While high school in Twentynine is never a fairy tale for anyone, but ends up being home for everyone. The bond we have created, some over the span of 4 years, and some for our whole lives, is truly different from any other you'd ever see. The young adults in the class of 2020 are special. Literally our whole lives we've heard, ooh, the class of 2020, so special, perfect vision, that's going to be a great year. I don't think this is the type of special they meant. The actual special that they meant was something we wouldn't see for a while. The class of 2020 is adaptive and brave. These are characteristics we must keep in our futures, as this world is always changing. Through our 4 years, we've gone through a lot, but we have not let that stop us on our path to success. I mean, we graduated through a pandemic. The diligence and no fear drive in our class of 2020 makes me proud to call myself a senior class president. And finally, seniors, I want to say something for all of you to remember. If no one else says it, remember that we all need to be proud of each other. We made it. Not all of us are completely done with school yet, but nonetheless, we have ended the first chapter, or the first book in our lives, and are about to crack open a new one. It's okay to be anxious and worried about the world coming ahead, but don't let that stop you. When the time is right, and you have to make a decision that's making you anxious, go ahead and let your heart and strong head guide you. As we move on into these next stages of our life called adulthood, let's remember that we are a family, and no matter how far apart we are, we will always be together at heart. As Wildcats, we must remember that we are a family, and as my favorite Wildcat once said, Troy Bolton, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. And so it is time, class of 2020, please stand. By changing our tassels from right to left, we are signifying our passage into the world of adulthood. We join the ranks of those who have gone before us as official graduates. So seniors, please join me in the changing of our tassels. Are we doing that here? We did it.
Woo! Well done, Mac. Well, folks, that's our ceremony. Congratulations to all the graduates. Thank you to all the teachers, faculty, and staff for what has been a trying but wonderful year. Again, congratulations, graduates. Thank you to everyone who played a role in all of the graduation celebrations we had this spring, and especially tonight. Thank you, Z1077, and thank you, Melissa McGivern. Didn't forget you this time. Good night, everyone.
Hey, all right.
Wait till they play the song, yeah?
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Who does the 299?